You know what I'm saying? So, I guess the first key point after cheating and after being found out is becoming an open book, guys. Come on, guys, let's be real. Don't no guy really want to be an open book with a woman, like flat out open book with her, like, oh, so she gotta have access to everything, like,
yeah, I'm just gonna
passwords
say,
to everything.
Elaborate a little more on open book.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna dive in on this one because fellas, I know it's gonna be a lot of eyebrow raising on this one, but
like, what you mean?
Yeah, but this is key because if you love this person and you want to be with this person, then you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's key. And key number one is it's just being an open book. You got caught up, whether it been Facebook, Instagram, you slid in somebody's DMs. You got to relinquish some passwords, man. You know, because
passcodes, everything.
All that. Because let's be real, man. You out here, you got caught slipping. Obviously, there's a lack of trust now, and your main objective is to regain her trust back. Yeah. And then that isn't just for her. It's for you guys too. I'm gonna let her elaborate, on the vice versa side. But I'm speaking on once the guy's cheated and working on regaining your woman's trust back. So yeah, become that open book, guys. You know what I'm saying? So for me, social media was an issue for me. Social media was definitely an issue.
I think that's both of us. We both, came off of social media because that's where a lot of the infidelity came from. Phone, give me the passwords to basically everything. So it's the same across the board.
Yeah, definitely the same across the board. So what I mean by that is it's not a time that I could lay my phone down and her picking it up being an issue. That can't be an issue. That can't be a thing. You know what I'm saying? And no, fellas, that don't mean, all right, I'll be an open book, but I'm gonna go get a burner phone. Nah, bro. No, bro, no burner phone. No burner phone. Hey, dude, I'm gonna be on social media. I'm gonna give her access to the one page that's dead, but then I'm gonna start up another page.
But you know what? That is something you've done before.
Well, I've done that before, but off the strength, are you talking about just recently or
No,
in the
I'm
past?
just saying in the past. Like, that is something, I'm saying that's something that you experienced. That's something that you did.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we're, sharing our experience, because these are things that we've done. He didn't went and made a separate page I didn't even know nothing about. No, you can't do that. No, it's not cool.
Yeah, guys. Ladies got to be privy to everything. You know what I'm saying? Got to be privy to everything. And let's be real. You can't do things in secret and be like, oh, I hope that she doesn't find this out. I'm gonna give her the information to the stuff that I want her to have, but secretly I know what it is. Like, you got to be real with yourself first. All right, fellas, you got to be real with yourself first. That's a real thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't being real with yourself, then you can't be real with her, because when you get found out, it's gonna look like, well, dude, why did I even forgive you, and why did I even begin to set up trust again, and reestablishing that. So it's important, man. If you're gonna say you're gonna do something, stick to it. Get to the business, man, and be real with it. Stick to your guns, and like I said, no burn up phones, you know what I'm saying? No burner phones, you know what I'm saying? No second and third and fourth pages, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but now they got a little clever, babe. Like, they have apps too where you can.
Hey guys, no secret apps, fellas. No secret apps. Hey, look, don't give me
Apple is very.
It ain't even just Apple. Apple ain't as cold as Android is. Android is cold.
Right.
Cold. Android is cold with the secret apps. Hey, fellas, look, I'm sorry I'm leaking information, but I'm being real, fellas. Like, look.
Yeah, you gonna get some.
I'm gonna get some DMs from the guys like, oh, hey, yo, Ron,
what you doing?
Hey, Ron, what you on, man? Hey, but look, check it out. Look. This is a love podcast. This is a relationship podcast, and if you trying to go to the next level with your lady, you trying to go to the next level with your man, or you're just your significant other, period, because
open book.
You have to be an open book, and you gotta be real, man. Like, you gotta be real. That means no secret apps. If you got some pictures you ain't supposed to have, and you want to storm in the little calculator app, or whatever the case may be.
Calculator app.
I'm just trying to tell you, the apps is out here. The apps is out here. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, hey, look, get in the DM. We'll talk about it later, but I'm just trying to show you how you keep your lady, man, because I don't want her to find out and then you be in a doghouse like, bro, why you didn't tell me about this one? I'm trying to tell you now, nigga, listen. listen, I'm trying to learn you something. You know what I'm saying? So, but in the meantime, man, just like open book is key, man. Let's just keep it 100, guys. Open book is key. The goal is to start regaining trust after you slip up and get caught slipping. No such thing as regaining trust if you ain't being an open book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It should be, it should be at all times. She should be able to pick up your phone. You should be able to pick up her phone. I mean, it ain't even necessarily to be nosy. You know, I know you got some people out there that's going, I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna check this nigga's stuff just to make sure he ain't out here
everything.
Ain't going through everything. Yeah, all that.
Pictures,
you got those people out there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real with you guys. Look, after I slipped up and I did my dirt and I became an open book, Rae, she never really went through my phone under the act. I mean, like it was like that in the beginning, because you know, obviously she was still hurting. She was working on trying to forgive me and regaining that trust. But after a year or whatever the case may be, months and months down the line and years down the line, she ain't really went through my phone like that because I don't got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm telling you, if you be open, they have less of a need to be nosy. The more open you are, the less nosy they become. You know what I'm saying? So make her feel comfortable. Make her feel like she's the only one, because she is the only one, guys. She's supposed to be the only one. You know. Now, I'm speaking for the marriage point. You know, if y'all in a relationship and she the only one, or y'all got some type of agreement where y'all just cool, y'all kicking it, y'all buddies, you know what I'm saying, y'all dating, or whatever the case may be, that's a different story.
Engaged.
But definitely engaged and married couples, she's supposed to be the only ones, fellas. Fellas, they are supposed to be the only chick, alright? The only woman, the only queen. I ain't gonna call them chicks, we're gonna call them queens. Supposed to be the only queen in your life, man. So be that open book, alright?
Alright, so just to kind of piggyback off what he said, become an open book, I got to the point where I was storing, under different names as female names, so he wouldn't notice. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. You can't do that. And eventually he found out.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I found out. I'm laughing at it now, but when I first found out, I was hot as a firecracker. I'm telling you, man. I'm talking about I was hot as a torch. The same torch that you use to light the cigars, how hot that is, I was hotter than that. I was mad, man. But how I found out, man, is through Apple. You link them Apple IDs together, and you got multiple devices. Whatever you do on one device.
And at that point he was working for Apple. So,
yeah, so I wouldn't even
that was worse.
You know what the crazy part was though? I wasn't even trying to be sneaky. It was wherever she was on Wi-Fi, and the other device was on Wi-Fi.
But not only that, he knew me so well.
That too.
He knew me so well. So something in him basically told him, you know what, something ain't right with her.
Yeah, something was off. And that just comes with the time and knowing your mate. When you in tune with your mate, you can sense when something ain't right. I was able to sense that something wasn't right. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I wasn't even looking for anything. I think at one point, what happened was my daughter had her iPad. Our daughter had her iPad, and she was asking me to do something on the iPad, and a message came through, or I don't know what happened. Either my daughter was like trying to take pictures, or I don't know what happened, but either way it go, it led up to me seeing some stuff that I shouldn't have seen that was transpiring on her phone, and it was just coming over to the iPad.
Yeah.
I immediately had to take the iPad from my daughter because I didn't want her to see any of what I was seeing, obviously. And so, I called her and I confronted her on it. Obviously, I was heated and I was mad, and not everything I said to her was nice. For the lack of better words, I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? I was pissed off, and I definitely was on some, look, you need to tell me what's going on now. I'm on my way to North Lake where you work at. What's up? Like, what's good?
North Lake.
Yeah, one of them North places. Northbrook, North Lake, Northbrook.
Yeah, and I was at work and it completely caught me off guard. Like, I couldn't focus. I had to go to my car and cry and just like kind of get myself together so I can get through my work day. But that was a horrible time. That was very horrible. And just to hear him talking and hear the pain in his voice is what really was like, God, you didn't really fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real, because at that time, at that time I had already did my dirt, but years had went by at that point.
Yeah.
We were past the dirt that I did. Years had went by.
That's the messed up part.
And I think what hurt me the most was like, dang, we here? Like is this get back? Like years later, is this some get back for me? Like, you know, dropping the ball on what I did, or whatever the case may be. And it was more or less like, nah, this ain't really that. It was, you know, I mean, I don't know. I felt like we were in a good place at that time, you know. And obviously I didn't understand the stress that she was doing. Like I'm not gonna say like whatever the excuse was that she gave me, it still doesn't condone her stepping out. Just like whatever my reason that I gave for when I did it, it still didn't condone it. So let me make that clear. None of these excuses condone the stepping out. All it does is say, hey, look, you need to be aware of this is the area that I feel neglected in, or I feel like I'm not receiving the best you know, that I need to receive from you in this area. That's basically what the excuse is. So, I mean, the mature side of us was just like, all right, after I'm done getting pissed off, I need to hear what it is that I'm not doing, that whatever this dude did that got my wife's attention. And vice versa. She needed to hear whatever it was that she wasn't doing, that the woman, you know, that she was doing that got my attention. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, this 80-20 rule is real. It's real. Like, and I love my 80. I'm in love with my 80. This woman right next to me, this my 80. You know what I'm saying? But there's 20, the 20, they only good for what they good for. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually for one thing that they lack. And let me keep it real with you. They only good for the one thing that they lack because the information that's being given to them.
Exactly.
So if they know that you got a situation, because 9 times out of 10 they do know, and not a lot that they don't know. But the thing is if they don't know, you're telling them what you're lacking unconsciously. You know what I'm saying? You're telling them what they lack, what you're lacking unconsciously. So
they gonna do everything.
Oh, they gonna pounce on that. They gonna jump right on that.
Missing this, let me jump on it. Let me fill in that gap for you.
Oh yeah, not only fill in the gap, but let me give 110% in that area that you're lacking.
Yeah.
So if you only getting 5%, 10%, 20%, or whatever that is at home, and you feel like you ain't getting the whole 100, this person that you giving this extra information to, they giving you the whole 200%. They giving you everything in that particular area. My thing was I didn't need the support, so this person became over supportive. And of course that stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? This person became over supportive. You know what I'm saying? I needed some type of attention. I needed affirmation. I needed, you know what I'm saying? I needed words of encouragement. So this person became all of that. And when I should have been telling this stuff to my wife, and I should have been telling her, hey, look, this is what I'm feeling, and this is what I'm not really feeling like I'm getting from out of you. So I need that. But my mistake is stepping outside my house, stepping outside my marriage, and giving that piece of information to somebody who played on that information. And because of that, things happened that shouldn't have happened, because feelings were developed. And it really wasn't even like, oh, I'm in love with this person. It's just that this person is doing the one thing that I'm missing. Mm-hmm. This person is doing the one thing that I feel like I need the most right now. Yeah. And after that, they only good for what they good for. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really good, because this person, she was only good at giving me that, right? And when it comes to that, it wasn't what my wife was doing. My wife washed my clothes when I don't wash clothes. My wife cleans when I don't feel like cleaning. My wife does everything that I don't feel like doing. Well, this person didn't do none of that. The only thing that this person did was fix me in an area or fill in a void for the area that I felt like I was missing at home. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, obviously the infidelity part, or the sexual physical part. You know what I'm saying? So with that, once you get past that, it's like, what the hell am I doing? Like, cause this ain't what I want. Like, what I want is at home, and what I want is what I'm about to lose if I keep keeping my silly ass out here doing this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to lose that.
And you know what? It's like you don't realize it at the moment. Like you kind of have that I don't care attitude. Like, alright, shit, it is what it is. Like, this is what I'm getting. This is what I want. And you don't realize it at the moment. Like, damn, I'm fucking up. Like, no, I can't do this. Nah, I can't. And you realize it later down the line when shit gets worse, and you like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I done fucked up, like, big time.
Yeah.
Because you steady giving this person, or this person is steady giving you what you need.
Yeah, and that's only because you're feeding the person what you're missing. And I'm telling you, if you never fed that person what you was missing, you would have never known, or they would have never known how to approach you and how to be what you were missing. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of having an open line of communication with your significant other. That's the whole reason why we're stressing to this point of why that's important. You know, yeah, have those tough conversations. It's important. Even the conversations that you feel like he or she doesn't want to hear. You need to have those conversations, because at the end of the day, they're only held accountable for what they know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't tell them what they need to hear, or tell them what you're going through, then they can't be held accountable for that.
They can't.
Right? So
another key point would be, I think you kind of hit on trust a little bit.
A little bit, but we can, you know, if you got some extra points you want to add in there, by all means, sweetheart.
Trust was a big one for me when it came down to Ron's infidelity. So, you know, I played Inspector Gadget to everything. Like, I was going through everything, anything that you can think of. Real quick sidebar,
why the hell does women become the world's greatest freaking detectives when some shit is going south in their relationship? But when you need them to be the greatest detective, they can't be the greatest detective when you need them to be, baby, where did I put my keys at? I don't know. I don't know where you put your keys at. Oh, but goddamn it, if you stepped out, and goddamn it, they'll figure a way to hack the president's phone if they got some information in it on you. Look, they'll figure out how to do that. Look. But babe, hey, you seen where I put my wallet at? Nah, I ain't even seen that. I ain't. When the last time you had your wallet? That's why I'm asking you, babe. I don't know, but anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go get back to what you were getting to. But I just had to put that out there. Shit.
Trust was a big one. So, at one point, you know, like I said, I was going through everything: phone, emails, pictures, Facebook.
I don't even know how she got
Instagram. Like, I was going through everything.
She was cold-blooded.
And this. Would you shut up? I didn't interrupt you when you was telling your side.
Cause you cold-blooded. I ain't even do half of that shit.
Anyways, even after we sat down and talked about him, you know, cheating, I was still doing that same stuff. Like, let me see if he's still contacting her. Let me see if he's still liking her pictures or in her DMs. Like, let me see all of this. And at some point, it was like, I'm putting way too much energy into this. So at some point I had to, you know, sit down and tell myself, I have to build that trust up with him again. Like, when he say that he's doing something, I have to believe it. When he say, I'm on my way home, I have to believe it. And was it hard? Hell yes. Yes, it was very hard to believe anything he was saying.
Oh yeah.
But it took some time for me to build that trust up with him again. When he started leaving his phone while he went in the bathroom, or if he went in the kitchen, or just somewhere in the house and he left his phone right by me, I knew then you know.
Yeah, that's going back to that being an open book. That's the importance. That's why I say, guys, the more open you are, the less nosy she becomes. That don't mean just because she's less nosy that you can get back to doing the little sneaky shit that you was doing, because that's the fastest way to lose trust and possibly never gain it back again after that. You know what I'm saying? Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna fool me that many times, damn it. You know what I'm saying?